There were times where we would hear loud crashes in the bathroom in the middle of the day. Like, it would sound like a bomb went off.
But something happened in that trailer.
Yeah.
Things started moving.
They told me that if I ever needed help leaving my body, that I could ask them and they would come and help me. Yeah.
You were astral projecting. You weren't following by their rules.
They act like they're friends. They act like they're there to guide you. But the second you don't do something they say, they lose it.
Shadows, can they really hurt you?
Yeah.
They can hurt you.
Yep.
Could they kill you? Josh, you rented a trailer. You owned a trailer. You and your wife, your family. And this is after you came into the understanding there really is the supernatural applies to Christianity.
Yeah.
Okay?
I was starting to realize that at this time.
You're starting to realize it, but something happened in that trailer.
Yeah.
Things started moving. Tell me about that, and how did it change the way you looked at demonic activity?
Yeah, this was the whole reason I got out of New Age. When we bought the trailer, I was still into New Age. I was still astral projecting, remote viewing, doing all this stuff, talking with spirit guides, what I thought were spirit guides. So that was when we first bought the trailer. We had lived there for a little while, and we noticed that there was a lot of dark things happening. Like we were getting a lot of demonic manifestations, even in the middle of the day. We had, because we didn't have like any money at the time, we had an atheist roommate that was living with us. Total atheist, didn't believe in anything. It got so spiritually demonic. She was even seeing stuff and hearing stuff.
Wait a minute, an atheist was seeing things and hearing things?
Yeah, and she was like saying she would see these balls of light, and she said that she got the most unsettling, like it was angry, and she would see it zoom towards me and Christina's room. And on those nights, like we would have sleep paralysis.
Okay, let's put a
Sure.
I've got it. So she's an atheist,
Yep.
okay, and aren't atheists supposed to hate God?
Yes.
Okay, now walk through me with this.
Yeah.
If they hate God, that must mean they love the other side, the darkness. But she didn't seem like she loved that side.
She was petrified.
So here's the thing with atheists, and then we'll push play again.
Yeah.
A lot of people, you claim you're an atheist if you're out there listening, you hate God. Well, you know what? You think that's bad. Wait till you see the other side.
Oh, man.
And that's what you're talking about. This gal saw that.
Yeah.
Did she run?
Yeah, I mean, it freaked her out. She was petrified, didn't know what to do with it. And we didn't either, because me and Christina, we were just married. I was into New Age, so I wasn't being, a good spiritual leader of the house at all.
Then I stand corrected. You actually had not come into the understanding.
I was beginning to,
Okay, but you were beginning to.
Yeah.
So the atheist, she got freaked out.
Yeah.
Play again.
Yeah, so it got so bad that we were all sleeping in the living room together just so we didn't have to be in our own separate rooms because we were too scared. There were times where we would hear loud crashes in the bathroom in the middle of the day. Like it would sound like a bomb went off.
Wow.
We would go and check, nothing was moved. Nothing fell, nothing. We would see these really dark figures walk and run by our window in the middle of the day. And we would go outside, nothing there. Me, Christina, and the atheist roommate, we would hear voices in broad daylight, even sometimes when we were in the yard, out in the front yard. We would hear these really angry voices. Just couldn't really hear what they were saying, but it was something really angry. And what really started it, what really ramped all this up was I was astral projecting this one day, so I was out of my body, and I was speaking with a group of, I didn't know what they were, some kind of spirits. And they told me that if I ever needed help leaving my body, that I could ask them and they would come and help me. Because they said, hey, do you have a hard time leaving your body sometimes? And I said, yeah, sometimes it's difficult. And they offered assistance. And something didn't sit right. And the only thing I can attribute it to is my at least somewhat Christian upbringing,
Right.
That something didn't set right. And I was like, all right, well, thank you. I'm going to leave now. Well, the next time that I tried to astral project, I couldn't do it. And I remembered that they had offered that, but I didn't do it. I just decided I'm not going to meditate today. I'm not, and it was then where literally all hell broke loose. That's when all the demonic manifestations and sleep paralysis and balls of light, and that's what started it. They got mad because
you were astral projecting. Mm-hmm. You weren't following by their rules. You weren't so then they started in the physical.
Yes.
They started
Yeah,
wow.
They act like they're friends. They act like they're there to guide you. But the second you don't do something they say, they lose it. And they really show their true face. They're demons. They're demonic. They're fallen angels, demons, all of that stuff. And there's a whole host of different demonic entities, but that's what they are.
Okay, so Josh, things like this happen, things fly across the room and shadows, can they really hurt you?
Yeah.
They can hurt you.
Yep.
Could they kill you?
I think in extreme circumstances they could.
Well, tell me, because I come from the world of indie films.
Yeah.
Made a lot of horror films, but it's fiction, and people get killed.
Yeah.
Okay. When you say they can hurt you, okay, does that mean they can pick you up and you up off the ground, throw you? They can actually do that.
Yep. Yeah, that something not quite to that extreme, but something similar to that happened to me one night. Yeah. I was actually picked up by one of these entities and shook real hard, and then thrown back down on the bed. And yeah, so that kind of stuff absolutely can happen with the killing thing. I believe that if somebody is totally not under the protection of God, meaning a person has totally rejected God, they don't want anything to do with him, then that person, because God gives us free will, that person is on their own. And if these beings choose to take that person's life, they will, and they can. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. So we're talking to Josh Peck, and Josh, give everyone your contact information where they can get in and the title of your new book.
Yeah, absolutely. DailyRenegade.com, that's the best place to go, and you can even email me personally, joshpeckdisclosure@gmail.com. My most recent book, I got it right here, is called Second Coming of the New Age, and I do also have a book coming out later on in 2020, about probably February, March, about near-death experiences, the afterlife, from a Christian perspective in a way that's never been talked about before. But Second Coming of the New Age is all about the stuff that we're talking about today, and how anybody out there can escape this stuff, why it's so dangerous, how this can hurt you, and in extreme cases it could cost you your life. And there are too many Christians today that unknowingly are engaging in New Age beliefs and practices.
And they don't even know it, Josh. Yeah. You need to really go check him out, Josh Peck. And Josh, will you stay with me for one more segment?
Sure, I'd love to.
I'm going to ask you to take us into the secret chamber of that time that you astral projected.
Sure.
And you had a conversation with the dark side.
Will do, yeah.
Stay with me. I'm David Heavener.